welcome back to my channel. I am going to do a chit chat video with you guys. I haven't done one of these in so long. It's sort of, I don't want to say like an inspirational video, but more of like maybe an advice video. And it's just something that has been coming up a lot with other friends of mine on Facebook, some Facebook groups, whether it be pertaining to YouTube or to other people, mostly in groups and pertaining to YouTube. And the thing about, and it's basic, it's not, I don't want to say it's a haters video, because it's not really a haters video. I have such a problem. I'm trying to say how to word this. I have such a problem with people who need to knock you to make themselves feel better. Okay? And especially when they say they're your friends. That drives me insane. Okay? I don't understand at all in any circumstance, in any way, how a friend could or would want to knock your accomplishments, like, you know, knock you down and not be happy for you. I don't get it. I do get it psychologically. I have my own theory, and I'll tell you guys what it is. But okay, so some examples are people who make YouTube videos, and this has been happening in one group that I'm very active in, and it's called Beauty and Beyond, and I will post the link below for you guys. Love this group. It is so amazing. If you guys want to join, totally no drama, like really awesome, very supportive people, and just really nice. And there's rules, but there's not too many rules. And that's what I like about it. It's not, you know, there's certain things you can do on each day. And like, you know, like Tuesday is like Tip Tuesday, where you give kind of tips on anything, you know, beauty related, whatever. If you have a question about an outfit you want to wear and you're not sure if it's the right one or whatever. And then Thursdays or Throwback Thursdays, you can post throwback videos that you've done. But there's a lot of YouTubers in there and bloggers, and some that are neither, and it's just a really great sisterhood. I love it. So I will post that link down below, and it's run by Nikki Murphy and Dawn Harlem, and they're just really great women. Love them to death. So you know, it's a lot of smaller YouTubers, okay? And as we know, in the YouTube community, us smaller YouTubers kind of have to stick together, right? Like, we're all kind of trying to achieve the same goal. You know, we want views, we want likes, you know, not likes. I mean, likes have nothing to do with anything. And I just watched a video from the, what's it, YouTube creator, Tim Schmoyer, I watch him, and he does like YouTube creator content stuff and everything, and he said it has no likes and dislikes, have nothing to do with YouTube. It has nothing to do with your status. It has nothing to do with Google. It has nothing to do with anything. It's just the most ridiculous thing ever. But that being said, people do get really bent out of shape when people thumbs down their videos, and it hurts a lot of people. And I know I don't get it. I've posted on this topic before. I don't get it. I don't understand. To me, when people thumbs down my videos, I thank them. Thank you, because you've given me a view. You came to my site, you came to my YouTube channel, you know, the video starts playing and you thumbs it down. So that was a view, you know what I mean? So you're actually helping me, you're not hurting me. So regardless, you know what I mean? It's still counted as a view. So if you ignored my YouTube entirely, then yeah, then you'd be hurting me. But you know what I mean? Thumbsing it down is not, you're giving me a view right there, you know? But, cause I do think, I'm not 100% sure, but I think the likes and dislikes are counted as views. They may have been in the past and aren't now. They may be totally irrelevant at this point. But anyway, a lot of people they're getting so frustrated. And, you know, understandably so. I get it. I mean, you know, people don't seem to understand And you know what? I didn't even really understand until I started editing my videos and really working on them. Not these webcam kicking it old school videos, but the videos where, you edit the videos and you have, you make yourself nice intros and all this other stuff, and you get ready for the video and you look nice and everything like that. And you film with an actual camera, which is a lot more, you have to make sure you have the right lighting, everything like that. There's a lot that goes into it. So people are like, oh, well, you just turn on your webcam and you film a video. No, like, I'm doing that right now, but this video will probably be edited. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, editing is hard. I find it very difficult. So, I'm not the greatest at it. If you watch my videos, it's quite clear. I'm not the greatest at it. I can't do any fancy tricks yet with it, but I'm learning. But a lot of people do put a lot of time, and their editing is spot on, and it's really crazy. But like, they'll say, oh, within 30 seconds of my video being up, someone's already thumbs it down. Right. Those are called trolls, and they have no lives, and they're miserable human beings. And what I always say to people is that others can't make you unhappy. Stop blaming others for your unhappiness. Stop blaming others for your stress. Stop blaming others you make the choice to be associated with certain people. You make the choice to look at those thumbs down and make, and feel some sort of bad way about it. You're letting them get to you. That's your choice. So as much as I have sympathy for it, I do and I don't, because you don't have to let it bother you. Just do you, be you, continue to do what you love. If this is something you really love to do, then don't let anybody or anything or whatever anybody says stop you. Believe me, okay? I have had people screen grab stuff of mine, post stuff in different, groups, lies about me, make assumptions about me, all this other stuff, pick on my hair, pick on, I don't even know how to wear makeup, her boyfriend buys her everything, fiance now, but like whatever the deal is, and I don't care. I honestly do not care. Stay in your own yard. I love that. Like, stay in your own yard. Deal with what's in your yard. Deal with your children. Deal with your problems at home, because everybody has them. Keep your nose out of my ass, basically. Keep your nose out of my ass. Like, it's just so annoying. It's annoying, but there was a time when it really stressed me, and I really did care what people said, because I'm huge on principle. I am huge on principle. So what people were saying were absolute lies and assumptions. They had no idea. They were talking out of their ass. They had no idea what they were talking about whatsoever. And I felt like I had to defend myself. And then, I finally said to myself, I'm like, I could say that the sky is blue and they're going to tell me it's fuchsia. Like, it doesn't matter. Jesus could come down from the heavens and, say, oh no, this is the kind of person Chris is, and she's being honest about the A, B, C, and D, and they would call Jesus a liar. Like, I mean, that's an example. It's like, no matter what you do, they're going to argue and they're going to make assumptions. If they want to be negative, they're going to be negative. You can't control other people. The day you realize that you have no control over what anybody else does is, I guarantee you, and you let it go. I feel like I should start singing, but I won't. You let it go, like, honestly, let it go. Like, 10 pounds will be lifted off your shoulders. Seriously. It's not to say it's right, and I am stubborn. So when I think something's wrong and there's some injustice, I really, and it's not so much for myself, because Like I said, I really don't give a shit. I don't care. I don't want to see screenshots. I don't want to see, I don't care. I don't want to see screenshots of what people are saying about me. I just don't give a shit. I don't care. I mean, I literally don't. Like, don't waste your time playing PI for me. Like, I just don't. It doesn't matter to me. And but you will be so much happier when you just let it go and just say, hey, whatever. I mean, not everybody is for everybody. Like, you're never going to make everybody happy. That's never going to be the case. There's always going to be situations where you're going to come out looking like the bad guy. You know what? Okay, fine. Look like the bad guy. You know the truth. Your true friends know the truth. And that's really all that matters. Nothing else matters. Everybody else will fall by the wayside. And good. Let them. Don't hold on to unhealthy relationships. Don't hold on to the unhealthiness. Don't hold on to the negativity, because it's just not worth it. It is not worth it. If you are finding yourself stressed, I was recently in another group and in a friendship with somebody, and I was a really good friend, and I know she's probably talking about me right now, and talking crap or whatever. I did a lot for this person, and I was always there, and it was a long, friendship. But then one day she just went nuts on me, like, I don't know what the deal was, but whatever, she just went nuts, on me, and it was for the last time. I was like, no, I'm done. Like, I had gone through it before, and, it was always, she'd come back or whatever, and I'd forgive her, and, and now I'm like, no, I'm done. I could not be happier. I really couldn't. I feel so much better, like less pressure. I mean, is there a little sadness that she was not sadness in the fact that the friendship's not there, but sadness in the fact that in myself. There's sadness in myself that I trusted somebody so much that we were like sisters, and we weren't, because she just backstabbed and lied. And the thing is, if you meet somebody that comes to you and tells you, if a person comes to you and talks crap about other people, you can guarantee they're talking crap about you. Okay? Because that's just the case. If they're going to come to you and talk crap about somebody else behind that person's back, what makes you any different? You're not. Okay? So I was stupid enough to believe that our relationship was different. We were sisters and this, that, and the other thing and whatever. But enough on that. But just realize, and I was really like anxious. Like the relationship itself was making me so anxious. But I guess my point was, I had heard through other people that she felt like she was never good enough. Like she felt like I thought she was never good enough, because we would talk about certain things, and I would give suggestions. She would ask me for suggestions, so I would give them, advice. So I would give her advice, or she would ask for suggestions, so I'd give her suggestions. And then she would say, "Oh, you're trying to change me." I'm like, "No, I'm not. You asked me for my opinion, and I gave it to you. And if it didn't work out, I'm sorry, but that's not my problem. I just gave you a suggestion. You know what I mean? It's not the end of the world. You feel bad. You feel like I thought you weren't good enough because you're insecure. That's why." Okay, so when you're dealing with people like that and negativity, haters, negative people like that, people who are going to thumbs down you, it's their insecurity. It's not your problem. It is not your problem. And I think it's a good lesson for everybody, is that it's not your problem. It's their problem. What they are doing is projecting upon you and making it seem like it's you when it's them. It's their own insecurities. It's, well, you know what? That's not my problem. That's not my problem. I can't make anybody feel a certain way. I mean, yes, if I'm downright mean, of course, but I'm never downright mean. I'm never downright mean. So, I mean, yeah, that's kind of crappy. But, if someone just out of the blue says to you, oh, well, I feel like you do blah, 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 and you make me feel like blah, 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 and you make me feel like blah, 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 blah. Nobody can make you feel like anything. You let them make you feel that way, or you have to look into yourself and say, well, this is my own insecurities. This is my issue popping up here. Okay? I'm feeling something. This person struck a nerve for whatever reason, and you know what I mean? It's not their problem. It's my problem. So just realize that. And like I said, especially when it comes to YouTube, you do what you want to do. You do what you find enjoyable. If you love the way your channel is, don't let anybody tell you to change it. You know what I mean? If you ask somebody for constructive criticism, that's different. Then please be open to taking constructive criticism. Okay? But because that drives me crazy. People who ask me for constructive criticism and I give it. Now, granted, it's only my opinion. I'm one person. I am not God Almighty. I am not, the knower of everything. This is just my opinion. Maybe I'm going off situations I've dealt with before, or whatever. But, it's just like two friends having coffee. I'm going to say, well, this is what I think, because, hey, well, this is my experience on it, and, whatever. That doesn't make it gospel. That doesn't make it, it's just people giving you, and you can either take it or you can leave it. You can, maybe something will strike a chord with you and you'll go, oh yeah, okay, I could change that to make it better. Or, you know what? No, I don't think any of those things work for me, and I'm just going to keep it the way it is. Good. You know what I mean? But don't let a stupid thumbs down or a hate comment, some of the hate comments that people tell me about that they get on their channel, like, they make me cringe. They literally make me cringe. Like, the only thumbs down that bothered me was when I do my loot crates with my son Dante. I got loot crate for him because he wanted to be in my videos, and he wanted a box because he sees me get boxes and I unbox them, and he wanted to do it together, and he loves being on camera, and he loves all my subscribers, and like, again, within like 30 seconds of me uploading, and he comes, and the sad thing is he'll come down, he'll be like, oh, did anybody comment yet? Oh, did we get any likes? And I'm like, because within 30 seconds someone has thumbs it down. A video with my son, that's basically my son's video. I'm just kind of sitting there with him going through the box, and it's basically his video. I mean, really? Has he done anything to you? No. I mean, I find that disgusting, but still, like, you don't even care if you hurt a kid's feelings. Like, you're pathetic. And you're just pathetic. The whole thumbs down thing is pathetic. But my main point is, you know what? Don't concentrate on numbers. Don't concentrate on subscribers. Don't concentrate on, because the numbers really don't matter. It's about the views you get. It's who you interact with. I've made so many friends on YouTube that it's crazy. And I have YouTubers that I have so looked up to, like Jen Loves Reviews, who watches my channel now. And I'm like, oh my God, like, it's crazy. I've watched her channel for so long, and it's like, now she watches my channel and she follows me on Twitter and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh my God, like, it's just so cool. But she's just a person, just like the rest of us. You know what I mean? So that's all YouTubers are, where, no YouTuber is a celebrity. They're not a celebrity. They're a person who started out just like you and I with, hardly any views or whatever. And, we all struggled and stuff like that. And you know what? Just keep doing what you do and what you love, and that will show through. And people will subscribe to you because they'll see that you love what you're doing. And that is the best advice that I can say, is just love what you're doing. The rest of the nonsense, just let it go. Let it go, and that's just within life in general. Honestly, there's so much nonsense, whether it be on Facebook or YouTube or just in life in general. Let it go. You got to pick and choose your battles. And most of the time, the battles are not worth fighting. They're just not. They're so ridiculous. And all you do is cause yourself stress and anxiety. And it's just not worth it. Like, you really have to. And then again, there's those relationships where you got to step away. You just got to end them and be like, no, I'm done. You got to kind of do the pros and the con list, and what am I doing for this person and what is this person doing for me? And if they are not adding up at all, or, how many times has this person, gone off on me for no reason? And, how many times have we gotten into a fight because this person, is being mean to me, or, whatever the deal is, don't ignore it. Really go with your gut. I always say that, like, go with my gut, because one of the things that made me laugh about this friendship ending was that she had posted something about, all my friends said, to block you. I should have done it ages ago. Don't you have a mind of your own? All your friends said. Oh, are these the same friends that you talk crap about all the time? Oh, okay. Because I could tell these friends a pretty, I could tell them quite a few stories, quite a few things you've said about them, but I wouldn't do that because it's not my business. It's no longer, but they think that you're their friend. You're not their friend. You're fake. And, it's just ridiculous. Insecure and fake. Absolutely insecure and fake. And you've admitted it. You've admitted your insecurities to me. So, I know you inside and out. I know some of your deepest, darkest secrets. And would I go spreading them around? Never. Never. Because I'm not like that. I wouldn't do that. I'm not out to ruin people's lives. I hope you have a wonderful life. And I hope you find everything that you're looking for. I hope you get help. I hope you become happy in your life. But, most of the time when you find negativity and stuff, people are unhappy. They're unhappy. And so they're going to put it off on you. And just don't let them. That's basically my point. Don't let them, because you're letting them. You are letting them. And that is my biggest point, is that you are just as much to blame as they are. Okay? I was just as much to blame because I was letting this person get to me. I was letting this person get to me, and I was sitting there, scratching my head going, what the hell did I do now? What the hell is her issue now? What the hell? I was lying in bed. I was watching television. I was, I haven't even talked to anybody in 3 days. Like, what the hell? Well, it's because, someone was in her ear. That's how it always happens. Okay? If you can't have a true friend who you can talk to and be open and honest with, and it's only going to be between the two of you, if they feel the need to go and tell and get approval from other people and tell other people and spread half-truths, tell half the story or whatever the deal is to get those people to say, oh yeah, she's horrible and you're wonderful. That's sad. That is so sad because you are just so insecure. Oh my God. Like, how sad is that? You know what I mean? Like, just do you. Just do you. And it's sad because you're not a friend, and you're not a friend to anybody. You're not even a friend to yourself. You don't know what love is. You don't know what caring for somebody is. And that's sad. I feel bad, literally. And, but just don't let it get to you guys. Like, don't let the haters and, the thumbs downs and just negativity in general, And if you really feel passionate about something, don't let anybody stop you. I don't care if it's a friend or not a friend, okay? You stick up for yourself and you say enough's enough. Whether that means you end a friendship, whether that means you say, hey, listen, this is what I'm going to do. You can either choose to do this or this. You're giving them a choice, okay? If they don't want to take it, then, or they want to say, well, whatever, you're not my friend, well, then fine. They're not really your friends to begin with, okay? It's not about what you can give to others. I don't mean to say it like that. It's not about what you can give. It's not about, friendship is not about getting stuff. It's not about material things. It's not about, you know what I mean? To me, friendship is about a person that I can tell my deepest, darkest secrets to, and they get me. They understand me. We vibe, that kind of thing. I don't have to worry that they're going to go tell, A, B, and C. They're going to go tell, whoever, because I'm telling you this, I'm telling you in confidence. I should never have to say to a friend, don't repeat this. If you have to say to somebody, don't repeat this, they're not your friend, because anybody with any common sense would know, what to repeat or not to repeat. I mean, nothing should be repeated, or honestly, but as far as, like I said, in general, negativity, that's basically what I wanted to say, is that, as most people know, I do suffer from panic disorder. And, it's hard. A lot of times I can't leave the house. A lot of times, I shouldn't say I can't. Everybody has a choice. It's hard for me to leave the house. I choose not to because I don't want to deal with the anxiety that comes with it. I don't want to drive because I don't want to deal with the anxiety that comes with it. It's really difficult, but you got, anybody who deals with that, please, you're not alone. You're not alone. Everybody. I mean, I don't think there's not one person in this world who has not dealt with it at one point or another. Some people more severe than others, but you really have to look, again, like I said, really look inward and say, okay, what can I change? Because you can't change another person. You just can't. So what can I change? What can I do? What can I change to make things better? And that's really all you can do. So, I mean, I guess the biggest piece of advice that I could give, if, summing this up, is you can't change other people. You just can't. You know what I mean? Nobody can make you feel a certain way. You choose to let them. You choose to give them that power. And just do you. Just do you. If you are honestly happy and you honestly love what you're doing as far as YouTube, or life in general, whatever career what you want to pursue or whatever, it's not about status, and it's not about money, and it's not about those things. Those things are fleeting. It's about what you really enjoy. Don't let anybody stop you. Don't. Because then they win. And it's not worth it. It's not worth it. You're all better than that. So, this kind of turned into a big rant, which I didn't really want it to be. I wanted it to be more advice. But if you guys want to post down below any questions you have on dealing with negativity, I'd be more than happy to answer. If you don't feel comfortable, me answering it in the YouTube comments, most of you guys know how to get hold of me. So my email is down below. You can email me, and like I said, I mean, I can give you advice. I'm always open and talk to anybody. So that's it, guys. Stay positive. Stay positive. That's basically the thing I have to say, is stay positive and just do what you love, and don't let anybody tell you it's wrong. Don't even pay mind to people who are going to spread rumors or spread lies or thumbs down your videos or make mean comments on your videos. Who cares? You know what I mean? They're nobody. They're really nobody. to you. All they are is they're wasting your energy. They're wasting your good, they're sucking up your good energy and turning it into negative energy, and just don't let them do it. So anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Take care.